Welcome back to another edition of Podcast And again, it's your boy Jojo and Isaac. We're back at it. We're back for another episode. And we just got to start where the iron is hot, bro. As of this recording, Barcelona just did something nasty to Madrid. Oh, welcome to our boy Kevin. Shout out to boy Kevin for joining us. What's good? What's good, boss?
What's up, boy?
Hey, looking fine too, man. He's
That's looking
glowing. He
good,
feels like
man.
a Barca fan, bro. Hey, are you a Barca fan?
Of course not, brother. I am a Real Madrid fan, and I'm not very proud
good.
today.
That's good. Because that's exactly where we're going to start.
Hey.
That's exactly where we're going to start. We need to start where the iron is hot, bro. So,
Wow.
Kevin, man, yes, how you feel about that game, bro? What are your initial thoughts about that result?
I could not believe what I was watching, man. That was crazy. Like, of course, first half, tense match. Everyone's like kind of hedging their bets who, don't know how it's gonna go. I mean, Mbappe scored, but it was offside. He was offside 6 times, bro. First 30 minutes. Bro, like Barcelona's high line is crazy. Like I am so impressed with Flick's ball. Bro, like it's crazy the discipline they have in the team. Barcelona last year, 2 years ago, bro, and them now, it's so crazy. So first half, it's so different. First half, I was just like, okay, we got this. Like Real Madrid second half, of course, like this is in the bag, bro. Like Vini's cooking, Mbappe's cooking. Maybe we just need one or two times to break the line, and it's a goal. But second half, bro, like I feel like just watching Real, it just feels like every time they pass the ball to Vini or Mbappe, it's just them just trying to run past everyone and just like show that they're the best in the team. And it feels like now having such stars in your team, everyone's just relying on them. Compared to Barcelona, like no one's. I feel like they're such more humble in how they handle the ball. Like they're like I'll pass, I'll create space. It's more a team. Well, versus Real, it's like I feel like they're playing with so much pressure to perform and be good, and it would just work so against them, man. Like what? Like all the goals are like counter attacks, man. Like, but Leo, like there's so much going on in my mind right now because, bro, Leo's finishing. Of course, he missed a sitter, but like his finishing, like the first goal. He didn't even go into the box, man.
Bro. Out of nowhere too. Like
crazy work.
Yeah, and then Mbappe just had so many chances and he just missed so many. I just feel like this wasn't his best game. His positioning, his finishing.
You feel like this wasn't his best game, man? I've been terrible for a minute, bro. He's been terrible for a minute. Like this is not, bro.
Like I'm very careful to bring Mbappe slander because this guy can just turn around and it was like,
no, but you see, that's my problem. We've been saying that since the start of the season. Mbappe is gonna turn it around. For me, it feels like he's playing under some shadow. Like he doesn't want to be there. Kind of. He's not taking on players. He's just doing the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? He's got a couple of penalties, a couple of simple goals here and there. I mean, last week his goal was nice. But like, he's not. I don't know. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like today, he was making like very, very basic, simple like mistakes, man. A striker of that caliber, you cannot be offside for 6 times. Like I saw something on Twitter that Ronaldo has been offside only 4 times in his whole classico career. Mbappe today was offside.
It tells you something. But I need to ask you guys a question though. So before I get into why I think Madrid lost, Isaac, let's start with you, man. Remember when we talked a couple of weeks ago about how this Mbappe transfer could kind of shift the whole Real Madrid dynamic and how Ancelotti is the guy who could make it happen, right? So do you think, in your opinion, that he has, failed to make it happen? Do you think there's a way to make it happen? Is this a sign that transfer was a mistake? Like, what do we take away from this?
So for me, I still feel like Ancelotti is the guy. Hey, welcome to Kimani,
My
bro.
boy is
Welcome, man.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, guys? What's going on?
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. We're here.
How we doing? How we doing? How we doing?
I like what you're wearing.
Good, man.
I like what you're wearing, Jesse. I like what you're wearing.
Yes,
You're representing
sir.
the back.
I mean, he's here to represent. The cooking is
Yeah,
about
sir.
to get cooked today.
Yeah.
No. Let me tell you one thing. I'm ready, guys. I'm so ready. My points are set. I've been listening to the disrespect you've been giving my team. I'm like, please put me on this thing, bro. But hey, thanks for having me, man. I don't know. Have we started?
Yeah. So I was actually just like giving my thoughts on like the Madrid Barca game, and Jojo just asked like if I still think like Ancelotti is that guy, to make it work with the whole Mbappe transfer, and I was saying I still think he's the guy. I just feel like the trust on Mbappe maybe. Like today at like minute 60, I was like, okay, why hasn't he taken Mbappe off? Like I was just wondering. Like
Mbappe
give
had like
Endrick
5
a chance.
offsides, bro. This guy had like 5.
You know what I'm saying?
Mbappe has like, bro. Oh my god.
It's like, why is he not willing to like pull the plug? Like give someone else the chance. Like he doesn't have to play. You don't have to overplay
the main characters.
You know what I'm saying? Like let Adagula, man. Let someone else come in and try. You get what I'm saying? So that's my only criticism of like Ancelotti. In terms of the way he's setting up the team, I can see the vision. I mean, it worked last season, very pragmatic, like they hold a reasonable line. Today's game could have gone the other way. I mean,
bro, you saw them during the week, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, if you think about all the chances Mbappe missed in the first half, like this game very well could have ended like the other way, right? Just if Mbappe was on today or he took his chances and stuff like that. So I don't want to go back on Ancelotti like yet. I still want to say he's the guy. He's gonna make it happen. But yeah, this was not a good result. And at the Bernabeu too, like it was bad. So yeah, that's what I think though, Jojo.
Jesse, what do you think, bro? Talk to us. How do you feel, man? As a Madrista yourself,
I mean,
what's in your mind?
Brother, let me tell you, as somebody who was at the Bernabeu,
I was there.
You guys had to.
I was there, bro.
Let me
just throw that in there.
Let me just leave that in there, bro.
Sprinkle that in there.
Exactly.
No, bro. Honestly, yeah, that was it was hard to see. And the funniest thing is, I saw the exact play these guys were doing, like the offside trap, and then they were getting in from behind, doing the opposite thing on the other side. Because, bro, all the balls to Rafinha were getting in from behind, bro.
It's crazy.
These guys were really, I feel like it was just a tactical masterclass. Oh my god, bro. And on Real Madrid's side, I think, nothing. I was looking at that game like, what could they have done better? But I think number one is Mbappe. Mbappe really should have performed. That's the first part. He either perform or get him out of the game. I think he was not showing up today. Other than that, man, I have to give it to Barcelona though. That was a clean second half. Second half especially. Oh my god, bro. They were so good. So I have to give them that props, but tough one, man.
That's fair.
Tough one, not gonna lie.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. I think it was a tactical masterclass as well. I think there was like a huge gap in how Ancelotti set up the play and just how Barcelona reacted. You feel me? And here's what I think went wrong, to be honest. I think, one, there's absolutely no way that you become offside that many times and you don't change the play. So I agree with Isaac. I think Don Carlo was like a bit redundant with what he was trying to do. He's Don Carlo.
The waist. Is there on the waist? Oh my god.
Right there, bro.
Waist like just let it cook. No, yeah, I hear you.
That's what I'm saying. And I thought that Madrid would play like a little low block, you feel me? No get high too high because that Rafinha line will kill them. And then they put like a little nice playmaker in there. 1-2 pass to the playmaker like Modric or something. Pass to Mbappe or Vini, right? That's why I thought that would happen. That's what they're trying to do. But after that happens that many times, but you got to switch something up. I don't know how many times that offside had to happen for them to actually react, right? And then
I looked at they had 12 offsides. 12 offsides.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But maybe look. I think Madrid was just the latest victim in a long line of these offside traps, because Barcelona, as it
Bro.
stands right now,
Hey,
caught team 73 times. 73 times, bro, this year. That's wild. 11 were this game. 11 offsides were this game, but 73 times. The next team is fun fact for you. That's interesting.
Oh,
So, so how
Oh
do we
boy.
win? Right? So is it failure by Madrid or a masterclass by Barcelona? Or is it both at the same time? Like, what do you guys think?
okay, for me,
Mhm.
it's a failure by Madrid. See, not like I don't want to
Okay,
give
so-
Barca the props, right? But if you look at that first half, I mean, we all watched that game. I mean, are you telling me if Mbappe buries those chances? Come on. You know, these were kids. Barcelona, they had kids on the pitch, you know.
They did.
You just give them 2-3 goals. Of course, confidence drops. They can't play the game anymore. You get what I'm saying? I feel like their strategy was simple. If they could hang on for the first half, second half, obviously they're gonna be confident. And then he made a change, brought on, you know, Frankie De Jong. That guy just came to dictate and
that guy's a beast.
brought some experience in the midfield, and then that was it. They started cooking. So it's a failure for Madrid because you can't have that many chances and not bury it. You bury those chances, that's it, man. You know, it's a completely different game. So props to Barca, but like Madrid should have taken those chances. The game was there for them to win. You know, it's pretty simple for me.
Okay. That's interesting. Anyone else have any other thoughts about that, Kevo? What do you think?
Kevin, what are your thoughts?
Hey man, for me, I'd say it was a Barcelona masterclass. And hear me out. I think if it was any other team, playing Madrid today, they probably would not have won. I feel like, honestly, I am a Madrid fan, like diehard, like from way back. But watching Barca, I was just like, it must be so nice to be a Barca fan right now, bro. They're cooking. Like it's just they're playing so well. It's hard to hate. It's hard to hate because even like looking at the players they have, like if you look at Pedri, look at Lamine, like if you look at Lewandowski, Rafinha, these are not hateable players. You can't even hate on the players. They're just doing so well. And it's not like they missed some chances. Of course, Lewandowski missed some sitters, but they got like fewer chances. And they finishing is so good. Like even watching them play in the Champions League, bro, Rafinha, bro, this is the form of his life, bro. You get an overhead ball for Rafinha. Right now, every time I see him over the ball, I know that's a goal. And these like the balls he gets are like really hard balls to control and finish. But he finishes, bro. And I'm just like, did you see Yamal's goal? That was like chance of scoring that angle is like
I was like, this guy, and he was leaning off the ball as well. Like he was
weaker foot.
on his weaker foot.
Crazy.
Stability was not there. Like the guy just powered through that shot. It was insane.
And he showed his braces. That's what kills me. He showed his braces. I'm a kid, bro. I just cook at the bell.
These guys.
Oh my god!
He did, bro. Even leave the braces, leave the dance. He did the karma, bro. He said,
He said,
you know, hey, bro. And then at that point, I'm just like, I can't even be mad, bro. It's a 17-year-old kid cooking. And I'm just like, even if you look at their center back pairing, like this guy is like what 35, Martinez, and then I forget the other center back's name. He's a young kid, right? But like this center back is not the fastest at all, but still able to hold a high line and recover whenever they've needed to is crazy. Like Mbappe had a bad day, but Vinny was okay. Like he didn't have the best game, but was okay. But I felt like there was no point where I saw the defense of Barcelona struggle. Like they looked so comfortable, and I'm just like, that's a Barcelona masterclass, bro. Like I can't even, I hate to say it, man. Must be nice being a Barca fan right now.
Fair point.
Yeah, to be honest, I have to agree with you, bro. I agree with you, man. I think it's a clean match because after what Real Madrid did during the week, that comeback from 2-0 down. Like, come on, man. I thought obviously Barcelona also did a master thing on the week as well, but during Champions League. But yeah, I just didn't expect this. 4-0 in the second half, and just thinking about at the Bernabeu, bro. Like, oh my god, To be honest, I have to give it to Barcelona for that one.
We can work, bro. We can work. So before we wrap up this Barca Real Madrid discussion, right? I know like the Ballon d'Or ceremony is already set in stone, right? We know who's gonna win, or we know who we think is gonna win. I can take you guys' opinions after this, but then as as the season goes on, right? Of course, this season will inform the next Ballon d'Or, right? And it's looking like Barca players are taking that up. Do you still think Madrid players can come up like the favorites right now, Vini, Mbappe? Do you still think they can come up and maintain that sort of form? Or do you think right now they just have to figure themselves out and Barca are going to take it all the way? We can go. Jesse, what do you think? You can tell us who you think is going to win the Ballon d'Or first, and then tell us what you think about that.
I mean, I don't even think it's a thought. This is a fact. My boy Vinny. The boy. The king. Let me tell you. Oh my God. I have to say one thing. Like, you guys have probably heard me say, I think we had this argument with Isaac. This is an interesting fact for the fans of the pod. There was a time, and this is to my demise, I tried to compare Martinelli.
Oh, bro! I remember this. Oh my God!
Nah, but fair play to you, Jesse, for admitting that. Fair play.
Yeah. Because it was during the World Cup, and I was like, bro, Martinelli should have got more playing time. I was pissed off at that shit. But hey, I have to give it to Vinny, bro. That kid is on a different level, bro. I think he is the future of Real Madrid. I don't even care about Mbappe right now. I don't know about this. Is probably me being biased, but yeah. Vinny has been pulling up insanely for that team, and if he does not win this Ballon d'Or, bro, I think this is the last time I would ever talk about that shit. Because Ballon d'Or has a lot of these niggas need to beat some allegations, bro. So if they don't, you know what I mean? Like, they have allegations to beat, bro. So we can talk about Ballon d'Or later, but yeah, that's my prediction. And for the rest of the season, I have no question. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm questioning like some of the team right now. Like I feel like Bellingham is almost losing. I don't know. He's not where I don't know. Like there's some questions to be asked about some players. So I would say give it some time. I can't make a conclusive statement right now, but I have confidence. That's all I can say for now. Yeah.
Have confidence. Do you have confidence, Kevin? Do you have confidence, Kevin?
Hey, we can start with the Ballon d'Or. I feel like it's Ronaldo. Like, nah, just kidding. Just kidding.
For Ballon d'Or. Just kidding. Hey, no, we're not kidding.
Hey,
we're not kidding.
PR7 or PR7,
bro. Top scorer in the Saudi League, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Nah. But I was watching during midweek with Champs League. Like, I love watching CBS with Jamie, Mika, and Henry. And I love those guys so much. And I remember Jamie was saying like, "Hey, enjoy your Ballon d'Or, Vinny." And he was saying how Real thought they were bringing the best player when they were bringing Mbappe, when they already had the best player.
Yep.
And I feel like it's so interesting to see that. But of course, I know Mbappe is gonna like settle into the team. They have Endrick coming up, but right now it just feels like Vinny is the one running the show, and he's had like looking at his accolades, bro. At this point in his career, and I remember when he first came to Real, everyone was hating, like, who is this person? Who is this person?
Like Jesse Kimani.
Right. So honestly,
calm down, guys. Calm down.
But so
man. I would say go ahead, Kevin.
I'd say props to Vinny. His mentality is it's really impressive. He's had like a tremendous like career so far. So I feel like I'd want him to win, and I think he will. Honestly, if anyone else wins it, I don't know. I have Rodri. I don't know Mbappe. I don't know Haaland. I don't know. I feel like it has to be Vinny. And I'm rooting for him. Yeah. But thinking about the rest of the season, especially with Madrid, I know Brian mentioned about Bellingham. And like how we have some questions of I've actually been very impressed by Bellingham. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I feel like this season he's kind of taking up a different role. I feel like he's been more deep in midfield. Like I see him just hustling so much off the ball. Like he has less time on the ball. He's spending less time on the attacking like half or around the box like he was last season when he was able to get a lot of goals. Now I feel like he's more deep. I see him making a lot of tackles. For example, in midweek, looking at Vinny's goal, the one he literally ran the whole pitch and outran Chan and then finessed it bottom corner. The person who won the ball before that was a tackle by Bellingham. Like, so like I see a lot of hustle in him, and he's kind of assuming a different role. And I remember last season the biggest criticism of Bellingham was he's not a complete midfielder because he doesn't have the defensive aspect on lock. And I'm seeing a lot of that in him this season. So I am confident about Real going forward. I just feel like and especially for Carlo, is just getting everyone in line and trying to like have them play as a team more rather than just okay, give the ball to Vinny, bro, they'll cook. Yeah. Give the ball to Mbappe, they'll cook. Like I feel like that's just that wouldn't work, because if you look at the midfield, of course they bring in Modric and they look better, but Modric is like he's gonna you can't depend on him anymore. So I feel like it's up to Valverde, Camavinga, all these people to step up and like actually, be able to also be like, okay, give the ball to Valverde, give the ball to Camavinga, not just all the time Vinny and Mbappe. And I feel like that would be better. But honestly, I feel like after today's game, Barcelona is making a statement, bro. I feel like I'm excited to see like what the season's gonna be looking like for them, bro, at the end of the season. But hey, never count out Real, bro. Like never count them out. I don't never count it. But I don't. What was their unbeaten streak, bro? Before
42 games.
42.
It was 42. And ironically, Barcelona have the streak right now at 43. So
that too. I mean, sure the streak was broken today, but 42 games, they're still good. They're still good. They just lost the game. So let's see how it goes. That's what I think.
100%. I like that. I really do like that. Man, like Isaac, what are you saying, G? I feel like you have so much in your hand, bro. Pour it out.
Oh, bro, I'm a simple guy. Vinny's that guy. I've already said it.
Okay.
You play with someone like that. You take the Ronaldo shirt like that. I mean, you're bound to be that guy. So no debates there. If anyone else should win the Ballon d'Or, I was giving a shout out to Carvajal because he won the Champions League. He won the league with Real Madrid and then won the Euros with Spain as well. So he's the only one I was like, okay, well, if Vinny doesn't take it, it makes sense that he gets it. I get the Rodri arguments, but he didn't win the Champions League, bro. He didn't. So, and he got out too early too. I think quarterfinal or round of 16, something like that. And they were knocked out by Real Madrid. So it's only fair that it's a Madrid player. As the season progresses, I think Vinny is gonna get better. What I saw from him against Dortmund was like, it wasn't just even the play. It's just he had that, that like, I'm that guy.
Like tenacity, bro. Like that aura.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Like you see those things like Ballon d'Or players. You see that in them. Like Ronaldo. Like when Ronaldo was playing for Madrid, he always felt like, okay, we are 3 goals down. Don't worry, second leg, I'll be that guy.
I got
you know what I'm saying? So that he has that, and that's what I feel like Mbappe is missing. I feel like Mbappe is the most talented out of the two. Stronger, quicker, has a better shot, all of that. But I feel like he's just missing that. That he plays like, like be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like you see that from Erling Haaland too at Man City. He feels like he's that guy. He scored some ridiculous acrobatic goal within the week.
But I have some He chatted shit to my manager, bro. He was trying to move on my manager, bro. Did you see that shit?
We'll get to that.
I'm gonna take a whole section for you just to clap back at this, bro.
Don't worry, Jesse. No. So
that's a up right there. That's a up.
Oh my god! I promise you, we're gonna get to that 100%.
So for me, Jojo, that's it really. I think Barca look good though. I'm not gonna lie, and they still have players coming back. I'm one of the biggest fans of Frankie De Jong. Like I love Frankie. So Frankie coming back is a big win for them. So I feel like they'll come around and they will challenge. I'm not gonna say they're gonna win the Champions League. I've seen people saying that. Like, relax. Someone will break this high line eventually. So I'm like, let's calm down. But they look good. But we'll see how the season goes. I actually have a wild shout for Ballon d'Or this year. I think Erling Haaland might just do it this season. But That's just me.
Okay.
Haaland?
Okay.
Bro, if Haaland was good, I feel like it would have been the other season, bro.
I think so too. The one that Messi won it.
Yeah, the one when they got the treble, bro. They literally won the treble.
Bro.
What more do you want? Messi won it for. Anyway, let me not even get into that because.
I mean, Jojo, you close us out.
That'll lead us into deep waters, but I like where Jesse's coming from because remember when we spoke about the Ballon d'Or initially, Isaac and I, and we had an argument for Vini and for Bellingham, right? And at the beginning of the season, we said, okay, cool. You have Bellingham's story, like the whole Ballon d'Or ceremony. It's a PR stunt, bro. And like, whose story is the most attractive? That's why Messi won. That World Cup, that was it. That's why he won. And Bellingham's story of coming to Madrid first season, doing what he did as a midfielder, changing position, that's the Ballon d'Or-esque type story, which is why I think Vini will win this time as well, because Vini's story is more of a, grass to grace. You feel me? He came out, people didn't believe in him. And let's be honest, he was playing kind of shit football, man. He wasn't really the best. Right? He really wasn't the best.
Right. But, and then obviously that shit about like what happened to him with the racism as well.
Exactly. You feel me? That's the cherry on top of a very large cake, bro. And I guess like ignoring all the accolades, that's what initially we're getting through the door. And there's no disrespect to his skill and what he's done, but again, that's why I think he would win. Right. That's also why I think if Bellingham won the Ballon d'Or like on Monday, then that would be the reason why. But then again, it's a PR stunt. We're always gonna be Vini. Fabrizio put the stamp of approval on Vini.
Shit, Modric. Story line.
I'm telling you, bro. That's all it is. We'll be here for the Madrid comeback. We'll see you guys at the end of the season. I think this is the perfect place to talk about our home ground. Jesse's wearing an Arsenal shirt. It's only right that we talk about Arsenal, man.
All right, man.
All right.
So it's all Arsenal now, Jesse, man. You have some defending to do, bro. Some defending to do. I'm not gonna lie.
Should I take the oath first? I have a whole defense ready. Don't worry about it. Let's go. I'm down. I'm ready.
So there's one place I want to start from. And it's a simple question, really.
Yeah.
So Mikel Arteta joined, I think, December 2019, right? Mm-hmm. So 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23.
Right.
Sixth season in. 6 seasons, bro. 6 months.
6 seasons.
How do you feel after 6 seasons? Do you think he has done, I don't want to say done well. Obviously, he's done well. But do you think if he ends this season yet again trophyless, he deserves another season? It's simple.
Let me just start by saying 100% yes. Let's just start with that. And just to destroy your entire argument before I even start my defense, I bring to the court Sir Alex Ferguson.
Okay.
You know what Sir Alex Ferguson had in his first 6 seasons at Manchester United? Pure garbage. Pure trash. Nothing. Not even one trophy. So, in my defense, I think if you think about Arsenal, where we were when Arteta took over and where we are now, especially in terms of not only the Arsenal as a brand, but Arsenal as a team in terms of the players. I feel like, and I think that's part of the reason, I feel like we're at the same stage you got, bro, and I don't mean to like bash Manchester United when I'm defending Arsenal, but I think when Arteta took over, I remember it was Arsenal's Arteta versus Manchester United's Ole versus Chelsea's Lampard, right? Who's going to stand the test of time? And at that point, you could say we were on par, like we were all struggling. We were all trying to figure ourselves out. All of our players really didn't have the title or the Arsenal way, the Manchester United way. Like there was no defense of like, I want to wear this shirt. Like people are dragging them. We had this guy, Socrates. Like we had some, I don't know. Can I curse on this?
Mustafa.
Yeah, feel free.
We had fucking David Luiz. Like, bro, I remember there was a time he subbed into the game and in the span of like 20 minutes, he caused a penalty and got a red card. Like, bro, and dipped out, and he was a sub. So this is the Arsenal that Arteta took over, bro. This is a team that was broken. This is a team that did not have any identity. And this man, I wouldn't say single-handedly, because the team as the industry, I mean, not the industry, but the team structure changed as well. Like, the organization.
He had help from above,
right? He had help from above and all that. So definitely had some help on that side. But bro, if you look at the squad that was there then, and the questions that Arteta was being asked when he was removing some players, right? I like to say hindsight is 2020 vision, bro. Because I remember when everybody was up on Arteta's ass, including Arsenal's fans, bro, for going against Aubameyang, right? Just to give you an example. There was a time I was so pissed off at this guy for not playing Aubameyang because of whatever was going on in the background, which at the time we didn't know. And I think if you look at those seasons, you might say, yes, we're trophyless. Yes, we are. Maybe, okay, we had the FA Cup. Fine. We have an FA Cup. We're not technically trophyless. Okay.
It was
right?
half season.
It was still a trophy, bro, and a community shield as well. It's not like we're on an empty cabinet. Shout out Tottenham. Fucking hell. Let me just shout out my guys Tottenham. Shout out my people from Tottenham. Andre, I don't know if you're listening in, but brother, I don't know what you're still doing at that team. Anyway, Anyway, my whole point here is I think as much as managers go these days, today's football managers are not given time. In today's football, it's like, and I think I've gone on for quite a while, so I'll let me finish off and then you guys can come in. But my whole point is you got to give a manager time. And case in point, one of the best managers of the Premier League was given 6 seasons of nothing before he actually started delivering, right? And that's just, I started with that, I'm going to end with that, and then we can talk about the current state of things. So you can tell me what you think.
So, I want to bring Kevin in to also give a Manchester United perspective, but you're making, you made an analogy to Sir Alex Ferguson, and he struggled when he started and stuff like that. Times have changed, man. Times have changed, right? Football has evolved now. You don't get 6 years, man. At what point does it just become
why?
I get your point, right? And that's why I want to bring Kevin in, because we don't have that philosophy. We've never been able to stick with a manager for 6 years since Sir Alex Ferguson, because expectations are so high. Funny enough, I actually agree with you. I do believe that we should give these managers time, actually, right? But it's just that conflict, that confusion between the expectations of what kind of club are we versus what is actually needed to get us there, right? So, for example, Manchester United right now, Ten Hag will be the first person to tell you he's won 2 trophies in 2 seasons, although we've been trashed, right? The media sells it like he's finished, bottom of the Premier League, the 2 seasons he's been there, right? In his first year, right? And this is why I want to do the comparison with Mikel Arteta. In Ten Hag's first year, he finished what? 3rd. He finished 3rd, won the Carabao Cup, so got his team back into Europe, right? Second season, he finished 8th.
He came in the middle of a season, right?
No,
he came in towards the end, right? He started.
So he had a full season. So after 2 full seasons, an 8th place finish, a 3rd place finish, 2 trophies in the back, right?
Okay, so the best he had is a 3rd place finish. Let's just start with that.
The best he had is a 3rd place finish, right?
Okay.
After 2 seasons. After 3 seasons under Mikel Arteta, best he had was a 5th place finish, and let's say an FA Cup in the half season, right? Because his first season, in the half season, he finished 8th. In the first full season, he finished 8th again. And I just want to add in there that in the season that Ten Hag finished 8th, he finished 8th with more points than Mikel Arteta, by the way, just 2 more points. I just want to put that in there. He finished with Mikel Arteta.
We finished 10th?
No, you finished 8th. The season you finished 8th, the first full season under Mikel Arteta, the points you're
comparing that season points we had versus the season he finished.
He finished 8th as well, right? Okay. So I'm using that to say, if look at what Arsenal is doing, and it's I agree with that. It's impressive, by the way. They've allowed time, looking at the process and looking at the structure. I'm using that to make an argument that way. If Ten Hag in his first 2 seasons, I think, did better than Mikel Arteta did in his first 3 seasons, who deserves more time? So Kevin, let us hear what you think.
Yeah. That's a good way to set the stage. Just to talk about what Brian said about Arteta, and honestly, I'm a United fan for sure, 100%. But I think I agree with Brian that Arteta deserves more time. And even if they don't win anything, the Arsenal team that they have now is just like such an impressive team. And saying the question about giving managers time and comparing between Ten Hag and Arteta is very interesting, because I feel like when Arteta was taking over Arsenal, Arsenal was rock bottom. Like, I feel like at that point, like even Arsenal fan, he wouldn't get a stage in such a podcast. They had no say. Like, they were really trash. And I feel like at that point, to be honest, I felt like there was less pressure on Arteta's shoulders than there was on Ten Hag. And also, this was Arteta's first managerial job. He was assistant to Pep, right, at City.
Yeah.
But then this was the first full I am the manager taking on the role. So there's always going to be less pressure on someone's shoulders when they're taking on such a job. When the team's at rock bottom, like the only way is up, bro. And then two, like you don't have a lot of like, oh, I won the Champions League, I won blah 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 with Ajax, like I've gone to the Champions League, we beat blah blah blah. Like there's no pressure, you know. So I feel like at that point it's easier to give someone like grace and time to be like, okay, first 3 seasons, well, you know. But the thing is with Mikel, and I think what I'm seeing with Arsenal, outside of just like silverware and winning stuff, is like I feel like they have a very charismatic way of playing and a charismatic team. So like as an Arsenal fan, you might not get any reassurance from like silverware.
Run that shit again.
Or like
Run that shit again. Run that shit again.
You know, like you're not winning stuff, but like you feel happy when you watch your team play.
No. And I get you back, Kevin. Sorry to cut you off though. Isn't that easy to do in 6 years though? You know what I'm saying? Isn't that easy to do after 4 years?
No,
you get what I'm saying?
So I'll get. I get that, and I'll get back to comparing it with Ten Hag. But like, what I think what Arteta came and did is they weren't spending like big money. That's the first thing. Arsenal doesn't have like big money signings like that, like United has had in the past couple of years. Again, that also manages expectations on a squad, you know. And then the other thing is they built with young players. So like for him, it was easy to come in and whatever he had in his mind, it's easy to drill in when you have a young team that's like easily kind of like malleable to whatever you're trying to do. So I feel like for Arteta, it's interesting because given the background and the context in which he's coming in, it's easier to give him grace and give him time.
I feel you.
Now, I think where we are now, up until now, the background and the history before he came in buys him time till now. But now where he's at now, he has a mature squad. He has really like big name players. Some of these big name players he grew, like Saka. These are people he's grown in his own team. So now, to be honest, I don't think Arsenal is gonna like win the title anytime soon or the Champions League anytime soon, even though they're a really good team. And honestly, the thing is, I feel like
I know, right? The way my man laid out the arguments for Arsenal, I'm like,
hey,
and I feel like it's not even gonna be Arteta's fault. I just feel like it's unlucky. It's unlucky on Arteta because he's coming to this point in his career with Arsenal where like they're playing really well, they have really good players, you know, they have some consistency. But now it's not just them. Now there's City, now there's Liverpool, now there's still Real, there's Barcelona who's cooking. So it's so unfortunate to see like it's really hard to fault him. Because even if you look at the centre-back pairing they have, they rarely make like big mistakes. Of course, Saliba got sent off like the other against Bournemouth.
Best defender in the world, like, apparently. I don't know.
Apparently, but like you know, like it's a solid team. Like even if you tell Arsenal, okay, who are you gonna sign? It's hard to say. Okay, they were saying we need a true number 9. Sure, Kai Havertz been playing phenomenal this season, but I think he's had a really great season. So it's really hard to fault Arsenal like for anything really.
No, like Kevin,
it's just like they're not winning stuff.
So the question,
no,
let's say Mikel Arteta yet again finishes second with Arsenal, doesn't proceed beyond the round of 16 of the Champions League. knocked out in the FA Cup, knocked out in the Carabao Cup. 6 years in, you're still saying that he should be given another season. See, that's my question. Let's not even say should he be sacked. Let's say should the pressure mount? You know, like the way the pressure is on Ten Hag right now. Like anytime he draws, it feels like he should sack him. You know what I'm saying? Like should the pressure mount? You know, and especially from Jesse's point of view as an Arsenal fan, because you don't want to go 10 years of always saying, "Oh, beautiful football. We play great. We play great. We play great." And then you be like Spurs, man. Spurs are always playing nines, all these beautiful. Like, which one of us believe that Spurs is going to win a trophy this year? Zero. No one.
Spurs
But they play nines, don't they?
Yeah.
They
don't
nines.
Sometimes. I cannot give Spurs any credit as an Arsenal fan. I'm sorry.
They played well against us. They won 3-0.
I mean, it's Manchester United. What do you expect?
Oh my God, Kevin, you walked right into that one. Jesus.
Are you walking right into that shit, bro?
Yeah, I'm humble. At this point, I can't even start with anything, bro.
No. I have some rebuttals, bro. Okay, finish.
No, you see, that's what I'm asking. If after this season, still trophyless, you don't want to even mount up the pressure a little bit?
Listen, bro, that's the thing that you're not realizing. You see, the thing is, I feel like in today's generation of social media, everybody is just quick things. Everybody wants something to happen in 10 seconds, bro. Let me give you some descriptions here, bro. And I just want to tell you, because I see where you're going with this Erik ten Hag comparison to Arteta. And I think Arteta's trajectory is this, and Erik ten Hag's trajectory is downwards. Let me tell you why. Because as you just said, in his first season, this guy came in third. In his first season, this guy had 200 million. I just looked this up. This guy spent 200 million pounds in that transfer window. And since then, he spent an extra 400 million. That's more than Arteta has spent in the last 3 years, bro. And we have a better squad right now. That's number one. And number two, Erik ten Hag, after spending that money, finished 8th the next season. And, right now, I don't think you guys are in a better position. I don't know how you're feeling, but it's early to speak, I guess. But it's the truth, right? It's the truth. So I'm just saying, like, you might speak of like, first 2 seasons. This is a seasoned manager. That's Erik ten Hag you're trying to compare to. This is somebody who, was managing a whole like squad and people who we know are talent, right? He has a record, and that for him should already give him some level of standard that he should be maintaining. So to come to a club like Manchester United, number one, the way that he dealt with the whole Ronaldo situation, bullshit, in my opinion. And that's something that aged well. If you look at that Piers Morgan interview, aged like fine wine, bro. Aged like fine wine. And I remember talking to y'all, all of the Man U fans were in my face, bro. Like, yeah.
Except me, though. I was
okay, I guess you, but I remember that time, bro. I was like, you know what? Let me just not chat right now. Shout out Julie, Shout out Julie. She's a staunch Manchester United fan, but that's my girl. But yeah, she was very off on that one. And anyway, my whole point here is, I think Arteta in his 6 years has changed the face of Arsenal in a way that has not happened in the past 10 years before that. Like since Invincibles, bro, like arguably in my lifetime, I only know of Arsenal as Invincibles, right? Sure. I know Arsenal has played good ball. Like I'm not taking away from Wenger. Like, Wenger has won multiple trophies as well. Like, I think even though he's a brilliant manager and all that, we really have never reached that status of like the Gunners,
Jesse, you're moving away from the question.
Jesse, okay, what's the question?
So 10 seasons in under Arteta, still no trophies. You are still
I know where we're gonna. The thing is, you're making a huge assumption of 10 seasons in. We're 5 seasons in, bro. We're only 5 seasons in. I mean, this is and it's actually, what is it, 5 or 4.5? I don't know.
5.5.
5.5, right? So 5.5 years. It's basically 5.5 seasons. I think right now, you guys might be chatting and we can get into the season right now, but I think this is actually our season. And I'm not even being the typical Arsenal player. I have my own.
Like, have you seen the table, man?
Oh my
We've
God.
had this so
No,
many times before.
We've had it
Hold
so
on.
many
I
times.
need to preface this.
Okay, cook, man. Weave, man.
I think when I say this is our season, it doesn't mean we're gonna win the Premier League, but we're gonna win some trophies this season, right?
Okay.
I think that's a guarantee that I can give you today. And this is me coming from.
Okay.
It's a guarantee.
See that? So
I'm saying this on this podcast.
Okay.
October, whenever we're recording this, whenever it's gonna come out,
26.
the date that it comes out. We're recording this on the 26th, but when it comes out, you can count from that date, whatever. I'm saying that I guarantee this season we're winning trophies. Arsenal has to have a trophy by the end of this season.
So that's my question to you. You just guaranteed us that you guys are winning a trophy. You believe this is your year. So if the season ends, you see, my question is very simple. If the season ends and your guarantee didn't guarantee, are you not going to mount the pressure on Mikel Arteta? That's what I'm asking.
I definitely will. I'm not going to lie. I think I have to. And at this point, even, I think for me, I feel like even as an Arsenal fan, sometimes you obviously are going to give your manager pressure. I think during the first few seasons, I didn't see his vision. But this guy, the reason I trust him is because he's earned that trust, right? He's earned the trust of his fans. He's made decisions. Bro, Kai Havertz, Aubameyang, like these are people who, we didn't really think, what are you signing? Why are you signing them? We don't need these signings. Like even right now, in this span of injuries that we're seeing, when the transfer market was happening in August and we were signing Calafiori and we were signing Merino and we were signing even Sterling, right? I think some of these signings didn't really need to happen. I think some of them, in my view, were tactical signings. They were not really signings to like make our team like the A team or anything, but it's helping us in this period that we're at right now. And it's almost like, this is the time that I say, again, Arteta, when I look in hindsight, 2020 vision. But this guy, he has that mental space to just understand, yes, we have the best line of defense right now. Yes, we still should be looking for like an out-and-out attacker. But you know what? Let me first sign Calafiori. I'll tell you why. You'll understand. Let me first sign Merino. You'll understand. And now we're here. Like half of our squad is out. We can literally create a whole squad B with this injury list, bro. And like we still can come to Liverpool and we can get into that in a few, and still have a fighting chance in my view. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, bro. That's where I'm at.
Okay, so all at least, well, you came around, you concluded that if this season ends trophless, you're gonna mount up the pressure, right? Okay, so that's 100%. What I just wanted to make clear, right? Because I feel like, as Manchester United fans, I believe we just sometimes blow the pressure out of proportion, because we keep comparing the current Manchester United with, say, Alex Ferguson era, like as if we still have Rio Ferdinand. We don't, bro. Like, we have Delete. Not saying he's not great, but he ain't Rio Ferdinand. You get what I'm saying? So we have so many question marks in the squad itself that I feel like the expectations sometimes just don't meet what we think. Like we think we have like some world beaters in our team, but if we were even to compare, with the Arsenal squad, player for player, they might have more better players than us, right? So that's my thing. I always feel like the expectations and that's why sometimes I'm willing to just give Ten Hag a little bit of credit. It takes a different kind of manager to, get cooked by Crystal Palace 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? And then assemble your squad again, walk into a final against Manchester City and win. It takes a different kind of, mentality kind of manager. And that's what I've been saying to Jesse with Arteta. I feel like it's time these players want something, right? Because we keep saying they won the FA Cup. He won the FA Cup with not this group of players. He won it with the Aubameyang era, right? So this group of players, some of these players haven't won. They haven't tasted what it feels like to, lift a big trophy.
Community.
Hey, come on.
It's time they really experience. Like Bukayo Saka needs to lift something. They need to. They need this time. Odegaard, it's time.
I agree with you completely.
And I just feel like his over prioritization of the Premier League sometimes, gets the better of him in the Premier League, because he takes the other competitions for granted and then he ends up actually losing the Premier League anyway. Pick
But I
up
think
on
that's
it.
exactly why he's trying to deepen the squad for such reasons, because we'd still use our team A in Premier League and then go to Europa or some shit and use the same squad there, right? Go to Champions League, use the same squad, and it tires them out. We played Bukayo Saka almost 90, I don't know how many games last season.
Yeah,
right?
he's played out like so many.
Look
games.
at him now. This is like the effect of obviously time and again taking him to the edge. So I agree with you. Definitely, we need to do a lot better.
Okay.
Yeah, but
so
yeah, for sure.
Obviously you think, Mikel Arteta is like greatest manager of all time. There's this interesting debate. I just want us to end with this one simple question. Get your thoughts. After Pep, who is the best manager in the Premier League? Yes.
Are you saying right now? Are you saying
like right
now?
now in the Prem right now? Who's and not just like what they are doing now for their teams, but like compare what they've done over their career, stuff like that. Who do you think is the best manager in the Premier League?
I know
I want to start with
this. I know where this guy is going with this shit. Yeah.
All right, Kevin, let us know.
Kevin start, because I know where this guy is going with this shit.
Best after Pep, best Premier League manager in the Premier League now, not even past.
Right
just who's managing the team now?
Yeah, right now. Think about it very well.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of new managers this season. It would have been Klopp easily if he was still here, but why is my mind telling me Arteta? I have to resist. It's
because I know where he's going. This fucking guy. Anyway,
I can throw in options in there for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, not throwing options, bro. Okay, go. Throw it
okay. Of course, yeah.
Ten Hag could make an argument.
Actually, I might. I could make. The thing is, I have thoughts on Ten Hag, but like, actually, bro, looking at Villa looks so good, bro. Like, yeah, I might go with Unai. Just current form, of course. Like with Unai, first season, blah blah blah. But he's cooking. Villa looks so good. And of course, like Unai has a track record. In Europe. We know Unai in the Europa League, bro. We know him. As Manchester United, I hated him whenever we face his teams. But like I might just have to go with Unai, bro. I feel like even looking at Villa, they're a joy to watch. Sometimes I just watch Villa's kind of highlights just to see, bro. It's so nice. Like Duran is cooking. Like they're just like they look so good. So I would say Unai, but yeah, just also out of resisting Arteta.
All right, Jesse. Let us know.
I knew that's where you're going, bro. Fucking good evening. I knew that's where you're pointing towards, bro. Fucking good evening, bro. You know what? I have to give it to him. In all respect of not being biased. Yeah. It is a feat what he's accomplished with Aston Villa for sure. And the guy is the king of the fucking Europa League. So I agree. I think there's nobody else. Right now, of course, if you're looking at career-wise, if you give a track record, of course it's gonna be him. But if you take that aspect out and you look at the Premier League, just the Premier League, I think it's still gonna be Arteta. It's definitely gonna be Arteta. Because it's almost an unfair. It's an unfair comparison. Arteta's only been a manager at Arsenal. He's not been a manager anywhere else. So you're comparing somebody who's been a manager in like one capacity to somebody who's been in multiple spaces. Having a span of I don't know how long Unai has been manager, probably 10 plus years. I don't fucking know, but you understand what I'm saying? Like it's almost like you're setting it up, bro. And I don't like that shit because they're setting it up.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like based on that argument that Arteta is like new into the that's actually something I've never really sat down to really like think about. Maybe now I can even appreciate that more. Like he's
actually the fact that he's in this conversation already, bro.
Like he's a really young manager. Just started out and he's doing what he's doing. So I'll give him his props for that. But I didn't when I heard that whole debate, I'm like, come on, there's no way Mikel Arteta is better than Unai Emery. First of all, he cooked him twice last season. He's the reason they lost.
What do you mean? Yeah, that's the
We're
reason.
not you know what I'm saying,
beginning, bro.
and what made it even more interesting is that the same Aston Villa team with the same Unai Emery, we beat them twice last year.
You guys, bro, I feel like you guys, man, you take these small wins and carry them out of proportion, bro. You know, now you're trying to act like,
oh, yeah,
Ten Hag has some space in this conversation because of that shit. Come on,
you
bro.
know, I remember there's an episode with Drop where I actually made an argument
for Ten Hag.
For Ten Hag. Because
I remember when you were comparing Unai and Arteta, and I was like, you guys are being very. But I don't. Was it the same episode you mentioned Ten Hag?
Yeah,
as well,
the same episode. Because I was arguing that just looking at their Premier League careers, right? Ten Hag has accomplished more in the 2 seasons he's been here than Arteta accomplished in his first 3 seasons, even. So,
I don't think it's an accomplishment to finish 3rd and then 8th the next season, bro. In fact, I think
it's an accomplishment to finish 8th twice and then 5th after, because
yes,
like
bro, it's an upward trajectory. Like, I think if you're looking at somebody's career,
context. Last season he had over 60 different defense line combinations. You know, you are complaining right now of the injuries. No, Ten Hag.
Oh yeah, Ten Hag.
Yeah, last season Ten Hag had so many injuries, 60 different centre back combinations. You get what I'm saying?
I think I think we need to have a Manu episode as well, because I think Manchester United as a team.
Yeah,
we guys have.
Yeah, we're gonna
serious
do that.
crisis as a like the brand and the team of Manchester United, and I don't think the managers, the rotation you guys do with your managers is the solution. But that's another thing we'll talk about.
That's another. So just to close it, I just wanted to get you guys your final thoughts on give me your predictions. How you think this season is gonna go? Who's gonna win the Premier League, Champions League, best player of the league, and any like dark horses,
It's tomorrow's game as well,
I even forgot about that one. So we need to talk about that as well. So just let us know. Arsenal versus Liverpool. Actually, I'm gonna drop this episode tonight, so people can check it out before tomorrow's game. See our predictions. So drop in there your predictions for tomorrow as well. Let us know. Arsenal versus Liverpool. Who do you think is gonna take it? Before you start though, I'm gonna say, I think if Arsenal lose that game, that's it for the Premier League.
It's busy.
Nah. I don't wanna go fast. You guys go fast. I'm gonna dissuade the conversation. You guys go first. Kevin, go first.
Okay, Kevin. All right, let us know.
Yeah. I have to tomorrow. Arsenal is. I say you guys are the underdogs coming in tomorrow. No Odegaard, no Saka. I feel like it's Liverpool looks so good, bro. So I have to go with Liverpool tomorrow. They look stronger, they look better, and I just feel like Liverpool in games like this, they show up. So, but also Arsenal. But I'd say I'm feeling Liverpool tomorrow. I feel like they're slight favorites for me. Do you want to predict a score?
Yeah.
I might say 2-1. 2-1 Liverpool. 2-1 Liverpool for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's bold, man.
Yeah.
All right, Jesse.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So obviously we have a whole injury list, man. Like, our whole entire backline is compromised. We have Saliba with a red card. We have Calafiori's out. Timber is out.
Not nice, is it?
Zinchenko is actually playing, but he's just recovering from, he had an injury as well, so he's just coming back from that. Odegaard, of course, and Saka out. Those are our main men. So honestly, yeah, we're definitely the underdogs. I agree with you on that side. I want to be optimistic, though. I think the game is going to be won in the midfield. I think the game is going to be defined in the midfield. We have Rice and Partey there. I'm not very faithful right now with Partey yet.
Legs, man.
It's a tricky one, man. But you know what? I have to be. If I'm giving an honest score, I would say it's gonna end a draw, or worst case, we win. And this is going to be a hot take.
What are you talking
It's a hot take, bro. It's a hot take. Okay, let me give you my perspective. My perspective. All right, no. Let me give you okay, this is my hot take. My hot take is we're winning 2-0.
That's it, man.
Oh, brother.
We're winning 2-0.
Exactly.
That's my prediction. But
people.
if I was to be objective,
there's no bats, man. Jesse said Arsenal are beating Liverpool 2-0 tomorrow.
2-0
All right, so
tomorrow.
people, feel free to cook him in the comments if he gets it wrong. We'll see. But I mean, interesting predictions.
What's your prediction?
I think I don't think the game will actually be won in the midfield. I feel like both midfields have question marks. Liverpool, Gravenberg, all those vibes, but they are not controllers of the ball. If you actually look at Liverpool this season, Chelsea had more of the ball, better midfield. Even when they played us, we had more of the ball, ironically.
We had more of
just mistakes. The difference with Liverpool is their front line. Those guys are clinical. Mo Salah, like the things he's doing now, he's not overthinking, overdoing. You can just see the experience just flowing. Ball pass. I feel like it's gonna be one on the forward line. Like both teams are gonna have chances, so it's gonna come down to who's gonna be clinical and just take those chances, right? Because both teams have like problems in the midfield. Arsenal are missing, Odegaard, so
that's why I think the mid is key though, because both teams their mid is critical. It's in question. So I feel like
they're gonna have
whoever has that control is gonna drive the chance creation.
Yeah, but if you are creating all those chances and you're not finishing, because you're probably gonna be missing Bukayo Saka as well. So you probably might have to rely on Gabriel Jesus. He's not the most clinical player. Neither is Sterling. Maybe Havertz.
Yeah, Havertz and Trossard though. I'm having my faith in Havertz and Trossard. Yeah.
I feel like
look at Liverpool's defense, bro. Like they're looking like good. Trent is defending. Yeah.
Consider this season as well. So Liverpool's defense is not bad either. So I just feel like looking at the attack line, Liverpool they're gonna win, I think. And they're gonna win.
Yeah, I'm with you. Give us a score. Give us a score.
3-1. I say 3-1 to Liverpool.
3-1. Mo Salah to score?
Yeah, double. For the FPL, very necessary.
Let's see. We're here for it, but we can wrap up with final thoughts on the season, predictions, stuff like that.
Yeah. So for me, I mean, I still think Manchester City are gonna win the league inevitably. Shout out to Liverpool though. I'll be happy if Liverpool wins. I feel weird saying that as a Manchester United fan, but I'm just tired of City winning all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Arsenal are just going to finish in the top 4 yet again. Trophyless season yet again. Manchester United, we might finish 5th, but get into the Champions League through the Europa League. That would be my best scenario. That's what I want to happen. I don't think we're going to finish in the top 4. I just feel like there's too much competition there. So that's what I think. So yeah. How about you?
Yeah, definitely City to win. City to win the league for sure. It's actually boring at this point. And right now I feel like they're playing their worst football because Rodri, De Bruyne, they're out. So I know Rodri's out for the season. I don't know if De Bruyne is coming back. But honestly, if they're going through this phase and they're still doing well, Foden just got back, so I feel like it's only gonna get better for them, to be honest. So Haaland is cooking, so it has to be City. But of course, if Liverpool can do something, and Liverpool is cooking, it just feels like they're not at City's level yet.
Okay.
But also, I just feel like they have a better attack. They just have a better attack. They are clinical. Both teams are gonna have chances, and they will take their chances. Chelsea played better, but still lost the game.
Yeah.
So that's
and of course, Arsenal defense right now, I don't even know who's gonna play center back for you. And Liverpool's
we have Jakub. We have Jakub. We have our defense. Our defense is solid. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Man. Good luck.
All right. I'm telling you.
But yeah.
That's okay. We'll see, guys.
Yeah.
That's all
right, Jesse. So
don't let us win, because the way I'm gonna yell. Oh, y'all are not ready, bro.
I mean, you predicted 2-0, so I mean, you're definitely confident, So so just let us know your predictions for the rest of the season. I think both Kevin and I said City are still gonna win the league.
Okay.
Let us know what you think, man.
Definitely not, because my predictions are solely based on the fact that right now City is looking a bit finicky when it comes to the fact that they lost Rodri.
Kevin pointed that out too, yeah.
And I just think our January signings are gonna be very critical. I don't know if you guys know of the prospects, but they're not looking too bad, bro. Not gonna lie, we have Sesko and Nico Williams in our prospects, bro. Like if we get those signings, oh brother, oh my guys, let me tell you, Sesko is like, that's a Haaland, bro. Like this guy is 6'5". Oh,
yeah, he's so good. Yeah,
he's linked with Manchester United too, so be careful. We might steal him.
Ain't no way he's coming to Manchester. You know what I'm saying? So
Cisco has nothing on Zexi, bro.
Oh, bro.
Please, let's not do this, Kevin.
Don't even get me started.
You can just be walking into things, bro. What is this, man?
Please. Jesse, you're setting me up so much. But anyway, I think
just kidding.
I think that little bit of issue in City's side has given me a bit of hope, because I think in as much as we've had a bit of a stint in our first few games, I want to point out that all the games we've had issues with, we had red cards. And the red card we had Man City, we actually held those guys down, bro. We were going to win that game. We were going to win. And I want you to realize that as seasons have gone by, Pep has gotten more and more alert when it comes to our games. Like our games have steadily increased when it's time to play City, bro. Last season, they didn't touch us. They didn't beat us. You know what I mean? And I think we're going to keep that this season as well. So I'm telling you guys, of course, that's just us versus City. I think, again,
that's what I was going to say.
We have a lot of work to do when it comes to our games that, sometimes
like beating Bournemouth.
That's what I'm saying. Such things like that. But hey, you saw that. I feel like that was a genuine mistake on Trossard's side, because that's what caused the red card. You remember, like there's this small mistakes that happen. That's Saliba's first red card in his career.
No, I'm not like piling on Saliba or anything. I'm just saying games like that is why you lose the league. And
you have to
just to contrast that,
kids, bro. These are kids.
If you contrast that with what City did, I think last week or something against Wolves, last minute. Like you watch a game and like, oh my god, you thought they were gonna drop points and then they just picked it up. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And then they might face you might get a draw, whatever.
Yeah. I think that's definitely something we need to work on as a team. But for me, in as much as I see that, what I see is growth. Because the thing is, at some point you have to remember, I think it was a season or two ago, we were the youngest team in the Premier League.
Yep.
You understand, these guys, like, they don't have that experience of pushing through the season and understanding that each and every fucking game counts. But I think going and understanding that, and slowly by slowly, they're gonna get there. That's why I'm like, for the rest of this season, just
now we
I've defended this, but I'm strongly suggesting that Arsenal are gonna win this league. And you understand? That's me. And of course we have the what else? FA. I think that one we might come along with that one as well. So we might do the double.
All right, so
we might do the double, yo.
Just to break down Jesse's prediction, he predicted Arsenal is beating Liverpool 2-0 tomorrow.
2-0.
Predicted Arsenal is winning the Premier League.
Arsenal to win.
Predicted Arsenal.
I should parlay this shit, bro. I should just put this bet right now.
I'm just saying. I mean, this will be there, man. We'll revisit this conversation again when the season comes to an end. May is not far away, so yeah. But I think Jesse, you did well today. Defended your club. Shout out to Ian, by the way. We should get Ian too on. Come defend us now.
Yeah, I told him, bro. He's happy to be part of this, so he wants to come on as well. Yeah. But honestly, just wanted to say before we end, props to y'all, because y'all are doing the thing, bro. The podcast is amazing to listen to. Personally, I listen to it in the gym. It's a good listen in the gym, just like quick listen, hit the gym, and it's great insights, obviously. So keep it up, guys. You guys are doing a great job.
I thank you. We appreciate you. All
right. Thanks for having us, bro. I think this has been a long time coming. It's just a really great space to chat, and I think we kept it respectful. It was nice. It was fun. And one last thought, for the Champions League, I think a dark horse is Lille. Watch out for Lille, bro. They've been cooking. They cooked Real. They cooked Atletico. So like I feel like that's a dark horse. Like I think
Kevin. Kevin is paying attention, man. Not like just me, Arsenal everywhere. Arsenal.
Yeah, you see the shot, bro? OGs.
Yeah. But
yeah, that's
love,
a good
bro,
shot.
and looking forward. Yeah, looking forward for more episodes, and this is gonna blow up for you guys. Wishing you the best, and we're just here to support you guys. So.
All right, thanks.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right, people. So we out. We'll see you on the next episode of Podcast The
Yeah.
Yeah.